it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really fun. I'm going to call it like a pop-up stepper tube or cube or box, I don't know, some kind of card. But rather than, you can have it folded that way if you want, but I'm going to have mine this way in the envelope. So I've already done the envelope there, it does all fit. And then when they take it out, they just fold it that way, and you can see how that one, actually probably better on there. There we go, see how that displays. I've added some little moving elements as well. We've got the robin on a spinner, and I've got the little dachshund on a wobbler there as well. Very fun, really quick and easy to make. So let's get started. So if you've been following me when I do my live crafting over on my other YouTube channel, which is linked below, I am making a vow to myself to use so many of my ephemera and all of the pre-coloured stamped images I've got. They're sitting in these boxes, so you are going to see a lot of this featuring in my YouTube videos here, because not only is it quick for me to make the cards, but it means I get them used as well. So this is the Christmas ephemera, which I've recently released along with the lovely Christmas Explosion paper pad. I'd said when I launched this is what you're going to see me use for all my Christmas cards this year. I have tons, there's two pads together here, but I just love them. They're just really nice backgrounds. So I've already pulled all the pieces that I'm going to use. I have also made my envelope. That is another thing. I am back on track again. All of my Christmas cards that I've made so far now this year all have envelopes ready for me, and I might even start writing some of them out as well. So yeah, if you like live crafting, we have a lovely community. I go live over on Muckers Assemble on a Wednesday at 2, so it will actually be today if you're watching this video as it goes out at 2 o'clock, and then on a Friday at 10. And I also sometimes go live on a Monday, and it will be anything. I might be doing some colouring, preparing for a card, or even doing some organisation in the craft room. So yeah, head over if you like that kind of thing. Okay, so nice easy card fold. So you want a piece of 8 by 6, and along the 8-inch side you're going to score at 3 inches, and you want to fold that. So that is how the card will be displayed, and that's how it will be in the envelope. And then for the little steps, now you may only want one, you might just want the biggest one, you might just want then these two, you might want all three, you might just want to have one little one. But if you want all three, then you're going to need a piece of 6 by 5. You're going to score along the 6-inch side at 2, 3 and 5. Then for the next size, this is a piece of 4.5 by 4, and you're going to score along that 4.5 side at 3/4, 2 1/4 and 3. And then for the smallest piece, this is a piece of 3 by 3, and along one of those sides you're going to score at 1 or 1.5 and 2 1/2. I've then also got my pattern paper to cover this section and this section. So this is 5 3/4 by 4 3/4, and this piece is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. So fold and burnish all the score lines on these pieces, and you can stick your pattern paper into this section here and here. Right, starting with the biggest one, you're going to fold it so it looks like this. This end here is going to stick against the back, and then that is going to stick down like that. So you can see you've got your first little tube there, and then the next one will stick on top, and so on. I'm not going to be covering these pieces. You could cover them with pattern paper. You might want to use an embossed, you know, design on there. You might ink them up, stamp on it. If you want to do any of that, do it before you stick it all down. Because mine's going to be heavily decorated, you're not really going to see anything. I may at the end, if you can still see the tops quite a lot, I might end up adding some of this same pattern, because I think it'd look quite nice. Just stick one in at a time. You just want to cover all the back here, and then you just want to pop it in here and just make sure you've got an equal amount either side. So it's about 1/2 inch. You may want to stick it right over to one side. It's still going to open, it's still going to display. Maybe have them a bit staggered, that could look quite nice as well. But I'm just going to keep this as centered as possible, and you want to make sure that that's up to the fold there. Okay, and then close the card, and when you pick it up you'll see it's attached to that part. And then if you fold it back this way, you'll see the whole thing will fold in half. They will all fold in half. Add your glue now to just that bottom 1-inch section. And I'm using the construction glue for all of this, which will make it nice and strong at the end, and then close it that way. And now when you open that up, we've got our pop-up. So like I said, some of you might just want to have this one. Okay. Then you're going to stick the next one down the same way. So you always have that smaller section at one end and the bigger section at the other. The bigger section will always stick to the back of the next one. So you can see now how that one will go on there. And this is why I said some of you might just maybe want this one on the back there. You could even have the small one on the back. But you're just going to do exactly the same again. add your glue. Same way that I just did that again, but this time I'm popping it up to this one. It's again 1/2 inch, roughly there on both sides, and just close that down. And now we've got that one attached. And then this time you can fold it again in half, add your glue all down that small section, and then close the card. So now we've got 2. You may stop there. So again, you've got your large section here, which is where you're going to add your glue, and then that smaller section. Again, pop it up to here. You should have that 1/2 inch again on each side. Just close that. And then again, fold it in half. And then add your glue. And by folding it in half each time, you're also then, you know, that will help you make sure everything's lined up. And then you can just pop that one up like that or close it. Now that is still all drying because the Collall glue does take a little bit longer to dry, but you can see now I'm going to have mine this way because I've got my big sentiment going here, but you could easily have it that way and have your large sentiment that way as well. If you do have it this way, because it's going to go in the envelope flat like this, so whilst it's drying you do kind of want to make sure that you fold it flat as well. If you do have it this way, so your sentiment down there, make sure whatever you have at the top here obviously doesn't pop out the top of the card there. So to be fair, most of these characters, yeah, they all fit in, but I'm going to have mine, yeah, see, I like it that way. No, I'm going to have mine this way because I did plan out all the decoration, and I'm going to have, I've got, in fact, I'll bring it all in now. So these are all the images that I'm going to be using. Now I've added a little wobbler to the back of the dachshund. He's going to go down here, I think, and just have a little wobble. These are the action wobblers. I will link them below the video. And then on the robin, I did take the tape off, so I just put a little bit of backing on there. But this is on a spinner. So actually, if I do it that way, get my finger out of the way, but you can see how he spins, and these are the spinners. And again, I think they're permanently linked now below the videos, but if not, I will double check. So I had already planned that I wanted the robin to be able to spin with the Christmas there. And I'm going to have sending Christmas cheer going along the top. And then because these have got quite a lot of dimension, can you see there, that will sit just nicely there, but he'll be able to spin over the top of the Christmas. I have popped that up on some foam as well. That's going to go there, he's going to go there, and then I've got the trees, and they're all just going to go up on each of the tiers. You can see here how they're all going to sit in. I have one tree there, I think I was going to have another tree there, and then add all of the other characters. And just want to fill the space. Like I said, I may at the end, we'll see, but I might end up putting some pattern paper on the tops of these sections here. So there is the finished card. So you can see all the characters. You've got your spinning robin, which looks really good. Just make sure when you add your wobblers, you want to attach the wobbler towards the top of whatever it is you're having spinning, so that when it stops, it's the right way up. And then we've got our cute little dachshund with his wobble there. But you can see them all, and what I like is that when this is flat, so that's how it will be when they take it out of the envelope. Just show you how that will all go in. I think it looks, obviously I've got dimension with the little action bits there, but that will still go through the post. I'll probably hand deliver it or put it in a little padded envelope. But I just think it's really nice when they take that out of the envelope, and then they know what to do. You just fold it up, and then you can see how that displays. And you've got your space on the back, so just add a matte layer piece of card there. Or if you want to, you can fold it down this way. It's going to go into a smaller envelope. That would be, what's that, 5 by 6. If you wanted to, you could add some paper there if you want. But I like that this one is that way. It's a bit different. I haven't done that before. Yeah, I think it looks really fun. Very, very pleased with this one. So I hope you've enjoyed this easy pop, like stepped tube card, something like that maybe. I don't know, you'll see it in the title. As always, I will have the product links below, although I don't know even know if the papers are available now. I know the ephemera sold out, but I'll see if the sentiments are available, and I will link, like I said, to these action pieces here as well. I have some similar cards coming up in a playlist now. You may want to go and check those out if you like this kind of style. And as always, if you haven't done so, drop me a follow, because I'm always sharing fun tutorials, and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and drop me a comment because I enjoy reading them. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.